shame retards sometimes, right? Like, you can't have these type of people. No, and I'm saying it like, it doesn't matter if it's live or not, but
No, it doesn't
you
matter.
can't have these type of people saying that they're like, coaches and they're gonna train fighters, and then your fighter looks like that, and then you're talking nonsense on a show. Like, you can't have those people
Dude, he was
around.
talking. Oh,
Oh,
fucking hell, mate.
introduce the goddamn show. Let's a little bit of order here, for Christ's sake.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Keyboard Warriors with shitty audio that I got to fix again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're the Keyboard Warriors, presented by RootTheWarriors.com. My name's Eddie. That's Fred. That's Jesse. And we're talking Diego's fucking weirdo-ass coach. So, Jesse, you usually listening to it. Take it away while I fix this stupid-ass microphone.
Oh, my God. Okay, so I only got 8 minutes in, and I couldn't handle any more nonsense. Fred, you said you hadn't listened to it yet, but I'll give you kind of a rundown of what I have listened to so far. Is he's claiming that Jackson would never be Jackson if Diego Sanchez hadn't have been there at the gym, hadn't have brought him to the UFC, and Jackson basically has everything because of Diego Sanchez. Now, I mean, granted, Diego Sanchez back in the day was a name, but I don't think you can say that he's the name that brought Jackson Wink to the main stage. So I mean, this guy's just spewing nonsense, and I think everybody saw his little what was it, like, hitting session in the back where he was like showing him how to avoid getting hit or whatever he was trying to show him. It's just ridiculous. I mean, honestly, Fred, it could be one of us being Diego Sanchez's coach, and I think he'd be better off, honestly.
You know why? Because one of us would be like, get your ass back in the gym. Okay? Go take more. First of all, this fucker was in there going like, what this is training is not really training. He's just going to Muay Thai class or Jiu-Jitsu class. It's not really training. It's basically what he was saying. His point was that training doesn't start until someone starts pushing you to do things that you're not used to doing. You know what I'm saying?
So reading and thinking maybe for Diego Sanchez? I don't know. Is that what he means or what?
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, the videos that he puts up are hilarious, and he keeps wow, fuck, I don't even remember the name of it, but the name of it is hilarious. The School of Self-Awareness something worldwide, right? And oh shit, fucking hell, what the hell, Kirby?
Fred died already. Jeez. Let me ask you this though. Based on the whole thing that happened with Diego Sanchez's fight, because I know we're gonna get to it. I mean, do you think that it's either Diego Sanchez goes back to a real camp and drops this moron, or should we just see Diego Sanchez retire? Because it just didn't look good, right? Like,
yeah, I think we've been trying to get Diego to chill the fuck out for a minute, right? And somehow he still keeps it going. MMA Gods says Diego lost it for real. Did you see the 10-minute video he released on IG? I didn't, but now I see it. Let's see.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that says, I think you put the name up. Oh yeah, what really happened about, basically what really happened in the fight. Oh my God.
I haven't seen it, but does it have anything to do with what he's going through personally?
No, like the first part of it here. Hold up. He called it calling out the bullshit.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The first part was, first of all, why is Daniel Cormier saying anything negative about Diego's breathing when his nose has been broken at least 4 times and he has to breathe out of his mouth? Like, dude, because we keep up with fucking what Diego does on a daily basis, man. We didn't know if he got his fucking nose fixed or not. But, dude, fuck hell. Okay, folks, after the show, I recommend you go watch it because I only read the subtitles and all that shit that Diego put up, but motherfucker. Real quick, let me just say what's up to everybody. Amusement, what's up? What's up? Let the freak party begin. There you go. What's up, Jody? MMA God's in the building. Who else? Otis says Evan Dunham versus Michael the Menace Johnson, April 25th. That's a solid fight. Oh Jesus, Jody. All right, hey, you know what? She knows what she wants. She goes, Jody goes, pretty buzzed, wanting to talk MMA before Hubby gets off work, and I'm gonna fuck him. LOL. That's just a good girl. Good for that guy. Diego is lost. Oh, here's a big announcement. We'll talk. We'll see if Fred is able to get back and shit. I gotta check Twitter. Valentino Shakeup versus JoJo Calderwood. What do you think? I just heard about it literally like right before the show.
I saw that right before joining the chat. So yeah, interesting fight. Hopefully Fred can come back on, because it just seems like they're just throwing another warm body at Valentina at this point, right? Like keep her busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, right? And the fight's pretty soon. It's like, June 6th is not, I mean, it's not very far, it's not super close, but still, it's kind of weird. Diego's lost. Eric Anderson's Christoph Jocko, April 11th. That's not a bad matchup. Not a bad matchup at all.
Your boy, right?
Your boy, Eric Anderson. He was a 185er, went up to 205 and got knocked the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
I got short notice fight, but I gotta give that man fucking credit though. He had balls. All right. Procedure of self-awareness. Wide. Fucking Step Brothers.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. Diego's decision to not continue in that fight. Did you have a problem with it? Because not knowing the internal monologue that probably happened in his brain, knowing that he was going to lose that fight more than likely, right? If he kept going.
Oh, he was lost.
Probably was going to get KO'd within the next few seconds if he kept going in that fight. And apparently he's going through some marital problems. He's also, half his paycheck is going to be gone if he loses this fight. So to make a decision of, you know what, I'm just going to take this W, cash that check, take care of some personal business, I could see that. But with everything that's going around with Diego Sanchez in his life, I mean, man, it almost seems like we're looking at BJ Penn all over again, right? Like is that what we're going to end up getting? Like, are we going to start hearing news about Diego Sanchez, DUI, flipping his truck, all this other stuff? Like, we don't want to get to that point.
Right.
And I know Fred had a big monologue on, Sunday on the Loudmouth podcast. So, Fred, you want to give us a little bit more of your thoughts on Diego Sanchez?
Yeah, I mean, look, man, here's the deal, right? Like, real talk, Diego Sanchez has been acting fucking weird for a while. Like, all jokes aside. And here's the thing, man. If you've been watching the sport for a long time and you've been paying attention, here's the problem. Diego hasn't always been like that.
Yeah.
Like, y'all remember when Diego didn't used to be like that? Yes, he's always been kind of eccentric, but he was not fucking weird like this when he was on The Ultimate Fighter. He was not weird like this when he beat Nick Diaz. Again, he was eccentric, but not like fucking, he's clearly not playing with a full deck anymore. And I didn't even really want to talk about his fucking coach or whatever the fuck that dude is, his spiritual healer, or like, and the fact that Luke Thomas had that dude on his show. I mean, look, far be it from me to fucking hate, you know what I mean? Like, but bro, you already got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Do you really need the clickbait? Like, we should have that motherfucker on.
Right. I was gonna say,
but like, bro, why the fuck are you interviewing this guy? And then have the balls to tweet something and be like, got any questions for him that are legitimate? Like, you're not gonna make a mockery of the dude the whole time. Like, come on, bro. Like, just stop playing. And I'll tell you another thing while we're fucking on it. Mick Maynard and fucking Sean Shelby, fucking give them to the birds for all of me. Fuck, I'm sick and tired. Like, people are like, oh, they're good. Their matchmaking is trash. Like, why the fuck is Diego still getting booked for fights, man? And don't give me no fucking Mickey and Mallory bullshit. I don't give a fuck that he beat fucking Mickey, whatever the fuck. Like,
Mickey Gall,
yeah, Mickey Gall. What the fuck, man? I don't give a shit. Diego has clearly been showing signs of serious, like, fucking brain, you know what I mean? Like, mental fucking not goodness for a while now. And we've been, like, laughing at it. Like, it's funny. And fuck it, whatever. Maybe it was funny for a minute. At this point, though, it's not a fucking joke, man. The dude fucking left his camp. He got with one guy. I mean, what the fuck is going on? It's chaos.
Like, the whole thing about look, it was funny when we thought he was going to retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's being a clown. All right, it's probably his last fight. Okay, cool. This is probably his last fight. Okay, cool. This last fight, I was like, this is probably his last fight, right? Then after that fight, I'm like, God, I hope that was it. Because it'd be irresponsible at this point, in my opinion, for the UFC to throw him back in there without like a full like health evaluation. You know what I mean? Even then, let's say the UFC cuts him, he's gonna go somewhere and fight.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. So did
the
Trump
thing too,
right?
Yeah, the thing too, though, is that Do you think that at this point now we're just going to see Diego Sanchez trying to take those money fights? Because as Beesman pointed out, he came out to a new walkouts on talk about money. He's going through some really bad personal stuff in his life. All
Oh yeah.
right, so it seems like maybe his home life is falling apart, and this is his only way of making an income to where he can kind of maybe try to solve those issues. So I feel like we're just going to keep seeing him take whatever fight he can to try and make up money. He's going through a divorce, Fred. That's what's going on with the dude.
Okay. Nonetheless, if you go through a divorce and you drive your car off the deep end and you start saying goofy shit and doing shit that's literally low-key jeopardizing your health, you got to get help.
Mm.
People don't take divorces as well as others. I don't give a fuck if he just found out that his left nut's about to fall off. He ain't handling it well.
Yeah,
like he's not handling it well.
But do you think that once I found that out, I kind of understood why the dialogue in his head was to probably just take that W? Because as we know, you win a fight, you get a whole paycheck. You lose a fight, you only get half a paycheck. So to this guy, if it's all about money now, he's just going to take these fights and try to find ways to win these fights and get that money and get out.
Maybe. Let's just address this fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Saturday night, he gets hit with an illegal knee. Everybody and their mama can tell that Diego's fine to finish that fight, but he decides to take the easy way out and get the W. Hence my name. So the fuck what? So what? People calling him a coward or a bitch or a this or a that. They're true keyboard warriors. They have no context of what's actually going on.
Right.
Look, did he do some bitch shit in that moment? Yeah, sure. I suppose you could say that. Actually, none of us really have the right to say that, but you could heave that upon him for that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't think we're looking at a Diego that's playing with a full deck. Let me ask y'all something. For all of y'all out there that was outside 8 years ago, 7 years ago, when Diego was a fucking young beast in this sport, we was watching it. Do you think Diego is 6 years ago takes that W?
No, he probably wouldn't have even stopped.
Absolutely,
kept going.
Absolutely not. That's why I have no fucking problem with him doing it.
Right.
He's an old man. He's trying to get a bean. He clearly doesn't need to take any more brain damage. Like, people like, did he take the bitch way out? I guess, but who gives? So the fuck what?
Hey, rules is rules.
He's fucking earned it. And listen, he was taking an L. He took a quick one. He got a little extra cash on the way out. Like, I ain't even mad at Diego, bro. For all of me, if he's going to fight and try to get money, I guess. But in my opinion, you got to keep that same energy, DW. You know, when you felt like it was time for Chuck to go, you sent him on down the way. Diego's been good for this company, man. It's time for him to go. If he chooses to go to bare knuckle fighting or Bellator or whatever, he's a grown fucking man. But I don't think, me personally, I don't think that Dana White and the UFC and the greatest fighting organization on earth should be signing Diego Sanchez to catch more brain trauma. I mean, that's just me. I feel like there's something not quite right with him, whether it's the divorce or CTE,
whatever it is, man.
Right. Like, I don't feel comfortable with them signing him up for another fight, especially not with fucking David Carradine as his goddamn coach.
Right. Yeah. Just fucking dude. Anyway, real quick. What's up, Jay? I appreciate you joining in. Jody says, probably a pussy move, but smart money move. 100%. Look, it's part of the rules, right? If you get hit with a legal shot, right, and the fight has to get, paused or whatever, and they ask you, can you continue or not, because it's a legal shot, you're going to get the DQ win. I understood it. Like, it was just almost a watch him look so confused. Again, he just took a fucking knee to the head, got gashed open. Fair enough. But to watch him stand there, kind of be like, can I talk to my coach? No, you can't talk to your coach. Like, he's going to ask his coach what he should do. You know what I'm saying? But, and he looked all kinds of confused. It was bad. And so real quick, but it's just, you're right. It's not the Diego Sanchez we're used to, right? We need to understand that, like, just like you said, he's an old man and he took the rule.
He's earned it.
He earned it for sure.
Has he not earned the right
100%.
to take a softball? Yeah. Like, all of us can sit on our fucking couch and go, oh, he took the easy way out. Yep, sure did. And him being the fucking warrior that he's been for over a decade in the sport, he fucking earned that one. And what the fuck? Michelle, whatever the fuck is that. Cute cocksucker looked 15 weight divisions bigger than Diego.
Way bigger.
He's fast as fuck. He's explosive. He was beating the piss out of Diego. Hey, man, throw Diego a bone, dog. Let that motherfucker get that extra money, and let's not book him for a fight anytime soon. Where Uncle Chell at with the submission underground shit? I'm cool with that. Can we get Diego to fucking grapple somebody? Like
Diego's supposed to do EBI the day after UFC 240. What is it? 41. The one where Nate versus or DC versus Stipe, the second one where DC got knocked out and Nate beat Anthony. Yeah. The day after, I was in Anaheim for that. The day after, Diego was supposed to be on that EBI card. It was maybe like 45 minutes to an hour from where I was, and I was thinking about going. Then I heard he pulled. So he was supposed to be on EBI, like combat jiu-jitsu. That's the kind of shit you should do.
I'll tell you this, dog. Again,
my opinion.
We have a small platform,
right?
If we had the fucking opportunity to have on Diego or his coach, of course we would. What we gotta do? We gotta do. We sell our soul right now.
Oh yeah.
But Ariel and Luke, I know. Excuse me. I know Luke didn't have on Diego, but Ariel's quick to get the Diego interview. Yep. All those motherfuckers are, and quite frankly, it's fucking gross. Yeah. It's gross. You guys aren't fucking stupid. You guys are making a mockery out of this dude, low key. You think it's a fucking joke and you're getting sound bites out of it, and it's cute on your fucking Instagram because he's saying a bunch of weirdo shit. But like real talk, when the cameras go off and y'all are still standing around, Ariel, fucking Luke, Damon, whoever the fuck all these fucking big MMA journalists, y'all all know this. Diego's fucking not well right now.
No, he's not.
Like that's how that dude actually is. I made the comparison on Loudmouth. Like when you see fucking little gross Henry Cejudo or Goofy Colby doing their shtick, it's a fucking shtick. These guys are smart. They know what they're doing. Diego seems like he's playing a fucking character on SNL. The terrifying thing is he's not. He's fucking serious, man. When he's talking about the moon and the stars and his fucking trainer with the energy, he fucking truly believes all this. That's a real fucking problem, man.
So what do you think? Do you think that it's time for Dana White to call up Joe Rogan and have Joe give him the Brendan Schaub talk, or do you think that they just cut him and send him on his way? Because it seems like if you're gonna Chuck Liddell him, he's just gonna go looking for money elsewhere, right? Like we're gonna see him pop up somewhere else.
He's gonna have to.
Listen, at this point in the game, the UFC doesn't need Diego Sanchez. I mean, I hate to be a cunt about it, but like Diego ain't bringing in a massive amount of views at this point. So like, look, Diego, sorry, we don't want to do that no more. And just to keep it a buck, for what? Who you gonna fight? Who you gonna beat? You don't want to cut to 55 no more. You definitely can't make it at 70. What are we gonna do with you? We could maybe give you Jim Miller or like.
But even then, if they give him anyone that's outside the top 10, outside the top 15, a guy he could be competitive with, he'll be like, I'm Diego Sanchez. I don't take that kind of shit. I ain't taking no fucking newbie to 170.
Again,
I doubt that.
He would do that.
It's so easy to make fun of, but it's not funny, bro. But you see how he was walking around the cage with his fucking chest cocked up like Peacock. I mean, the dude is out of his fucking mind, man.
Yeah, no, MMA got this right. His coach is 100% manipulating him, dude. That guy sounded like a fucking psycho too. Like, cause honestly, I don't watch the Noses show, but I watched some of as much as I could stomach of Luke Thomas' shit.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm with you 100%. Those two fucking assholes jumping on this whole thing, like, it bugs me because they're making Diego. I mean, they're clearly putting a huge spotlight on Diego not being right. You know what I mean? Not being well. And I get clowning this dude, totally get it, but it's almost like they were trying to like justify a little bit. You know what I mean?
They have they don't need to, man.
They don't need to, right?
They got the platforms. You ain't gotta have that dude on, man. Like, especially Luke Thomas. Ariel, he be picking the low-hanging fruit.
He always tries to hold himself
to a better standard. I was a little surprised when I seen he was gonna have this dude on because I already know. That's why I didn't listen to the interview, because I already know Luke probably won't be a blatant dick to him, but he's definitely gonna kind of call him out. He's gonna question him. Dude's gonna look stupid. I'm not here for that. I don't got, we'll all be dead soon enough, man. I ain't trying to waste time on Luke Thomas outsmarting this dude that we all know is full of shit anyways.
Mhm.
Like, what are you going to do, Luke? Show us how ignorant this guy is? We fucking get it, man.
Straight on some like dojo shit. You heard all the fucking advice, quote unquote, advice he was giving from the fucking side. I was like, dude, what the fuck is he chase his shadow? It's a code. Oh, I fucking bet it's a code, dude.
Yeah.
Not some culty ass shit. But
that didn't sound like any kind of like.
Dude, and then he told him, didn't he tell him you won that first round? Like, bitch, what were you watching? Like, you can't tell your fighter that.
You want someone that uses codes and stuff like that. You go to what is it?
The Astros. Go to the Houston Astros.
No.
Hit the trash cans. Yeah, hit the trash cans with the stuff. You're good. Son of a bitch.
Frank Edgar's coach, right?
Henry.
Yeah. He goes around. They do a different, code word for a different combo or a different move every single fight.
Right.
But they're smart with it, right? Like they know exactly what they're doing. Like you look at Diego's face. It sounded like the voice in his head was like talking to him like for real, like at that moment. Like he was like, "Yep, totally makes sense." Like it's just sad to see that a guy that's a tough one winner, so many years ago now is still doing the damn thing and still needs to do this for money. Like he shouldn't have to do this stuff for money, dude.
No.
Like it's sad to see him fall to this point because imagine if the dude really just wants to end his career in the UFC and then after his career he can't do anything to make money because he's taken so much damage, and he's just gonna be walking around like this for the rest of his life. Like
shit,
it's sad, dude. It's sad to see him.
I tell you right now,
this way.
If I'm Diego Sanchez, I retire. Okay, this is me. I retire. I go become a minister or pastor, whatever the fuck, at the nearest church that I go to, and then I go coach fucking high school or local college wrestling. Because I could do that if I'm Diego Sanchez. Yeah, I got the cred for that. I got the creds for that and all that shit. That's what I would do.
Dude, he could probably open up a gym and have a successful gym. And
dude, just
make good money.
Your name's Diego Sanchez. People will come.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said he gets one. He's put in the work in this sport.
He's earned it.
Like, yeah, I don't want to see him in there taking a beat. And like I said, man, we tune in to see either who's the best or like an intriguing fight, just a dog, a brawl. I don't mind seeing Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz go in there, and we all come with a bloodthirsting rush to see these dudes beat the fuck out of each other. Because they're young, they're dogs, they're going to get that money. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel bad about that. What the fuck do I want to see fucking Diego Sanchez do in a cage at this point?
Right. And people need to get it right. We're not making fun of Diego Sanchez. We're not making him look like a fool. We are concerned as fuck for the guy.
Yeah, quite the opposite. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's no sense in me. Diego's best days are behind you.
Right.
What are we? And he had great days.
Awesome days.
Like, I mean, he was a fucking beast in this sport, but like those days are well past him. I get no glory out of watching. Like,
exactly.
And all due respect to fucking, how do you say this prick's name, yo? Michelle Pereira.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All due respect to him. Fucking prime Diego Sanchez eats him like a motherfucking hot steak
all day.
I mean, he gets that takedown and works homeboy from top. Like he would have not been able to get Diego the fuck off of him 7-8 years ago. So I hate these sort of fights where you see a guy who's well past his prime getting beat up by a dude who's only winning this fight because he happens to still be in his physical prime. Skill for skill, Diego beats the fuck out of that dude.
Okay, with all the fucking like anime goofy shit that Pereira pulls or throws, he would have gotten double legged right to the ground. Diego on top, fucking him up.
He gassed bad in his last fight.
Dude, so bad.
Again, y'all motherfuckers be MMA is such a what have you done for me lately sport.
100%.
Diego's gas take was phenomenal, bro. He would have ran right over this guy. Old boy might have been trouble for a round. For a prime Diego, but rounds 2 or 3, Diego would have been beating the shit out of this kid.
All that being said, Pereira's a fucking idiot. An illegal knee took away the easiest W could have gotten over a name. over a name.
I mean, listen, he still gets the W. What are we doing? We all know he was whooping on
ish. Anyway, hold up. Let me catch up on some comments here when we keep going.
Eddie, yeah, look at the comment. I think it's
I'll get through them all, and you let me know what you're doing and stop. Okay. Remember that elbow from Doom that Brown hit him with? Yep. I don't want to see Diego end up at BJ Penn. That's exactly what we're talking about. Last time I saw BJ Penn, it was like everyone who didn't shed a tear. Last time we saw BJ Penn get beat up.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's too late for that.
Numb to that shit.
Yeah. Diego gets fights because the way he acts brings attention. The crazier he gets, the more eyes are on him.
Yeah. Well, not no more. Not no more. It was fun up until now. Like, I'm not here for that shit no more, though.
Yeah. Hold up. Fucking hell. Appreciate you guys all the comments and shit. Give me just a second to get back. Yeah, give him his check, but you better hope that bitch made Guru doesn't milk him drafted. His divorce is done. No joke. 100%. That's another thing that's like that's like a real concern, right? This was clearly manipulating and taking advantage of this dude.
See, the problem with that is like that's where he needs like good management and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
for real.
As you guys know, someone that has mental health problems, even if you tell them that they need the help and you try to help them, it's not up to anybody else. It's up to that person. When that person chooses to get that help, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's choosing these guys because they just talk to him the way he likes to be talked to. Yeah,
exactly. And Frederick's comment kind of goes to that. Diego used to draw power from thunderstorms back in Tough One, though.
He fucking did.
Right, he did.
He won that goddamn show. You understand?
Oh, he did.
How dare we question the fact that he could suck in power from the thunderstorm?
Someone needs to have a heart-to-heart with Diego. There's no one. What's up, Jesse?
No. I think you're getting to it. Maybe.
Hold up. All right, just tell me what you're looking for.
Jay Reed was saying that he wants to try something else.
This one, Big for Sanchez, is a good call.
No.
Lower down.
Might be.
Y'all be hating on James Vick, man. Why y'all doing this like that? It's all right. Y'all throwing him in there with Sanchez. Just let him leave town, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Fucking, I don't know. I just Vic. How many fights has Vic lost in a row?
Too many.
Three now? Shit.
Yeah, but he's getting shut off every time. That's the problem, right? Like,
right.
You can't keep getting KO'd like that. Like,
pride rules no elbows.
No, what Jay Reed posted was that I guess Diego Sanchez wants to try that African fighting style left way.
No shit, I like that.
That's still bad. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, I like left way. It's a different rule set, but it's like, how do you explain it? Fuck.
Can you punch in the head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, we're out, Diego. You need to not be taking shots in the head, buddy. That's it.
Bare knuckle too, right? It's like bare
Diego
knuckle.
And Hector Lombard. Talking about?
God.
Yeah, I mean, listen, whatever.
I don't want to see it, but I don't know.
Again, look. If Diego wants to fight, again, he's a grown fucking man. I'm sure there's some athletic commission that will let him fight. And quite frankly, I don't know, maybe he can win some fights in Bellator and still do his thing. I just feel like if the UFC is going to hold themselves to a certain standard, Diego ain't it. What the fuck? If they can cut ties with Chuck and Andre Arlovsky in his prime coming off a win, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, Diego, bruh. Like, you just don't got a lot to offer. You're losing fucking fights. You're hurting yourself, making us look bad, making yourself look bad.
Or how fast they sent Mark Hunt to a doctor to make sure that he didn't have a TBI. Remember when Mark Hunt joked about that he forgot stuff and they sent him right away to a doctor?
Exactly. Where the fuck are they at with Diego? Y'all think he's playing? That damn dude ain't no Oscar-worthy fucking actor. Like, he's fucking out of his shit right now.
Fiber recovery breaths get sticky. God damn that dude. He has balls to come out. Well, he kind of has to defend himself, but he has balls to come out and like defend himself the way he's doing it,
Man, that damn dude's milking this for everything he can get, man.
The jib on for Diego, the Jetro guy creeps me out. That's hilarious. What's up, Jesse?
No, I'm saying it's almost as bad as Connor's movement coach, right? Like back in the day, like that dude was like oh yeah, this is what's gonna win Connor the fights, and
No, God damn it, I ain't gonna let you do that, Jesus. It ain't the same thing. They had a cute little funny line about playing touch butt, but God damn it, there's something to be said about movement, flexibility, stretching, yoga, all
Right.
kinds of fucking fruitcakey shit like that. It fucking helps. This fucking dude talking about energy and just spouting off nonsense is a little bit of a different fucking thing. I'd rather be playing fucking touch butt in the park.
That's why Connor brought him back for this last camp, right? Or his last few camps.
Listen, them elbows were coming in a little slick, Jack. That's that movement.
Yeah.
Fucking Connor was putting the snake moves to him, Jack.
Jesus Christ. The whole thing is just really sad at this point. I agree. Yeah, I don't think it's as sad as BJ Penn. Not yet. We're on our way.
Well, no, fucking BJ Penn just fucking drove his truck off a mountain.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it don't get no better than BJ. BJ's literally fucking in a hospital bed as we speak.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck that dude's deal is.
We better stop fucking with Diego, though. And I mean, again, if it's like if they cut him and he goes and does X, Y, or Z, that nobody can help that either. Like that,
Right.
This is kind of a you know what I mean? Like his professional career and his personal life are two different things. I mean, he definitely seems like I ain't gonna go too crazy. I won't say that he seems like he needs to get help in his personal life. He seems like he just seems like he's fucking not with it, man, mentally. It just seems like it'd probably be a really good idea for him to stop getting hit in the head for a little while.
Just like a step slower, man, for real. Jesus told him to take the W. Goddamn.
I did. Do you think that if Dana White offers him another fight, Dana White puts a caveat like, I need to see you in a real camp. I need to see you like actually doing, what you're supposed to be doing for a fight before I can even think about offering you a contract?
I mean, if he's fighting somebody like Ryan Hall, sure. But like, do I want to see him fight anybody like Mike Perry or some shit like that? Like, fuck no, man.
Fucking hell, dude. Diego. And I was watching the fight. I was just like, okay, well, at some point, Diego's going to close the distance and get in there and make it nice and dirty, right? The way Diego Sanchez fight is. He stayed on the outside the entire fight. He got picked apart the entire fight.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, he wasn't fighting like himself at all. That's what happens when you don't fucking train. So that's way. Headbutts, no gloves, and if they get knocked the fuck out, they get like 2 minutes to recover and try again.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. No, not for Diego.
That sounds fucking horrible for Diego right now.
That looks awful.
He'd be better off fucking smoking crack with that broad that Connor was with.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Our boy Tevin says, some of y'all want Diego permanently debilitated with this shit. Y'all gotta chill.
Yeah. He don't need to do bare knuckle nothing.
Right.
He don't need to do bare knuckle ice skating.
Right. All right.
Diego better gone somewhere with that shit.
All right, yeah. All right, let's hit a couple more things. Here's Tevin with his nice little change of pace. Random, but we're 2 weeks away from 248. Joanna ever stunt on Wei Lee? What do you think?
Is he saying Joanna's gonna stunt?
I think Joanna's gonna beat him. I don't see it.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I feel like I really don't know enough about Wei Lee Zhang yet. I want to jump on that hype train. I want to say she's going to win, but I feel like this is the fight where I like real talk. I just need to sit back. I don't know. I really don't know enough about Wei Lee striking. Like styles make fights. It's easy to say that she's the champ. She looks fucking good hitting that bag. I feel like if she comes out and puts that thunder on Joanna, it might be curtains for her. But then again, Joanna was that bitch for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like. Thug Rose made her look human when a lot of people couldn't. So I don't know, man. I really don't know what I think about this fight. I'm gonna ride with Wei Lee Zhang because I like that hype train shit, and I like that she's getting bigger in China, and I like the way she fights. She's a finisher. But honestly, this is the one. I feel like we're gonna find out exactly what's doing with Wei Lee Zhang in this fight. For me, that's what this fight comes down to. How good is Wei Lee Zhang? This is Goro test time shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we about to find out real Joanna, if nothing, is an extremely tough test for any girl in any goddamn division.
I can't wait to hear Fred the following week when Joanna knocks out Wei Lee Zhang. I never believed in her, blah, blah, blah.
Knocks her out. Knocks it, bro. Here's the thing about this, all right? Is Joanna used to be really good at being in and out, hitting you, getting the fuck out, hitting you, getting the fuck out. She's gotten touched up quite a bit. If Zhang Wei Lee lands on her, the way she fucking has done to other chicks, Joanna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
If she does do that,
If she lands.
does sleep, Joanna, it's gonna be fucking skyrocket the flight for her as a champion.
I promise this shit right here. If she is able to sleep Joanna, I guarantee the next fucking super fight everyone's talking about is Bullet against Whaley.
God, I fucking hate.
You know why? You know why? Because Bullet is fighting Jojo Calderwood next.
Oh God, I know. I fucking hate that too.
That transition was so amazing, Eddie.
You know what though? Actually, I do hate that fight. But what are you gonna do?
Who's there? There's nobody.
125 female is fucking dead as fuck. Like,
yeah.
And you know what? Can we address that just quickly?
Sure.
There's this fucking thing where like when they're announcing the champion, if it's the bantamweight women's champion, they just say the bantamweight champion. Can we just go ahead and call fucking spade a spade? They're the goddamn women's bantamweight champion. They're the women's flyweight champion.
Right.
You can't just be so fucking ambiguous about it. And the flyweight champion, the goddamn women's flyweight champion.
Fred, we're trying to be woke here. Come on.
Man, wake these up.
Be woke and progressive.
I mean, look,
it doesn't bother me at all, honestly.
But we have to have fucking titles. There can't be no fucking ambiguity.
Sure.
What's that word?
Ambiguity.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tongue twister, Jack. Ambiguity.
Welcome to the Keyboard Warriors, ladies and gentlemen.
I love the attempt, Fred. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The fact that you knew the word is good.
It just doesn't. I don't really care either way, but I get what you're saying. All right. The touch butt ain't Connors. Okay. Jody's in her bottle tonight.
Yeah,
sure. Verdun versus Olenek, that's a dope fuck fight.
That's a fucking good fight.
That's a dope fucking fight. Let me find out.
The Brazilian card that's coming up, maybe?
Probably.
Here we go. Is he off suspension by that time?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
UFC 250.
You know what's MMA
in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
MMA, that's what I figured. MMA is wild, dog. Like real shit in MMA. I'm gonna tell you something. Listen to me. Listen to Daddy Fred, little kiddies. If you want to be a mixed martial arts fighter, you know my advice to you is cheat, because we don't care. We'll flat catch you. You go do your time. When you come back, does anybody care that he cheated? I don't even remember what his story was. I just assume he cheated, and I don't care. He's back. I'm stoked. I want to see him submit fucking Olenek. I'm here for it. Like, we just don't give a shit.
Or get submitted.
Well, exactly.
I like how you're avoiding the fact that we avoided the main event, showing how right I was about the hype train. Big Nips getting derailed. But, Fred,
we ain't avoiding that.
Yeah, we're not.
I want to ask you, Fred. How upset were you when you saw John Jones at that event and him basically being like, yeah, you'll get the next shot?
Terribly upset.
Does anyone think John's gonna win? Honestly,
you know what? Honestly,
yeah. Okay.
Kinda.
Dumb. I thought dumb once.
Well, listen. Here's the thing, man, and I've been saying it. What the fuck? It's the same. It's the same thing, man. One of these days, John's going to wake up and be old in the cage, and he's going to bob when he should have weaved, and he's going to lose a fight. It happens to the best of them,
right?
For all of me, I would like for that first loss, at the very least, to be a heavyweight, so we can chalk it up to something else. You're going to keep fucking around with these 205ers, and one of them's going to get lucky. You've just fought 3 guys in a row that you probably shouldn't have been fighting. You should have been in bigger, more marquee fights. And a couple of them almost fucked around and beat you. One of them arguably did.
Right.
Like,
no, I mean, look,
the Jan fight these are very dangerous fights for John at this point. What if Jan gets lucky? Fucks around and does catch him, right? Like, it's possible. Big dude, nothing to lose. Fucking Eastern European or whatever the fuck. Those pricks ain't got no sort of fucking, what's he got to lose? Goes back to fucking Bangladesh or wherever the fuck he's from.
Right. Shit, Bangladesh.
He's
Let me get. I know what you're saying. Let me get through some more of these. Teo saying he likes Zang. Oh, Frederick says, oh God, Joanna with ease or coronavirus. Little fucked, but it's all good. It's funny. Zane Whitley went to with Tisha Torres, a strawweight queen coming back, boys.
Oh, it's a good. That's
okay.
Good. I smoke way too much. I forgot all about
kind
that.
Of fighter.
And I've never,
different kind of fight.
And I've never been extremely high on the brisk gust of wind.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Anyway, this would be a great test for Zhang. We'll learn a lot about her in this fight, 100%. I'm sorry, but I give no fucks about this fight. Here we go. If Zhang's Joanna, I gotta see Zhang versus Val. See, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. She smashes Joanna, they're gonna call that fight out, and I don't see Jojo Calderwood beating Bullet.
Oh,
at
hell
all.
nah. I mean, anything's possible, but like,
yeah. Teo says Joanna from a few years ago might beat Weili. I don't think she's the fighter she once was though. That's what I'm saying.
Good matchmaking here though. I'll give credit where it's due. Like, I think this is a good fight.
This fucking guy. True or false? Scott Coker's already working on Diego versus BJ Penn.
It's actually an extremely good question.
I bet he is.
If I had to pick true or false, I'd probably be leaning towards old true.
Right.
He's sitting by Diego's fucking bedside or BJ's bedside in the hospital right now.
Teo says Valentina beats any woman in the UFC not named Amanda Nunes.
It's hard to argue that.
Very hard to argue. Tony said Valentina's plan is to clean up the division so she can get the Nunes trilogy fight. That will be a money fight of sorts.
And that won't be very hard for her to do as long as she stays on her P's and Q's. She's light years ahead of anybody else in that division, it seems, for now. Dude,
in the last 2-3 fights, nobody's even threatened her.
Well, until what's-her-name gets back from her back injury or whatever, right? She's the only one that we're kind of assuming has anything for her.
Tatiana Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez, yeah.
That would be a dope fight. Maybe, but like, so the fuck what? Say we haven't seen enough of Weili yet, 100%. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, here we go. This is some more comments here. I want USADA gone. Fuck it. It isn't fair, obviously, that certain names get away with murder.
I mean, listen, I don't want to get down that rabbit hole because we'll lose the rest of the podcast behind it. But there is an argument to be had for that. I mean, again, we don't really care about cheaters like that, dog. Like, people get caught cheating all the time, and they come back, and we just get the fuck over it. I mean, like I said, Verdun will be fighting soon, and I can tell you, personal experience, I won't be caring that he's coming back on. I don't give a shit. I just want to see him fight now. Whatever.
Right.
I think it depends on the cheater, though, right? Because for me, you can keep what's his name, the Snake. I don't want to see him back. I don't want to see him fighting. Yeah.
You know what? I'm starting to believe that you do be cheating on your old lady, Jesus, because you're a lying cocksucker. You're gonna have your funny little Mexican mask in front of whatever fucking screen you can have as soon as the little snake's back in the cage. You will most certainly be fucking caring about that fight. Stop it.
I will tell you 100% I won't.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe you won't. You're a weirdo, but most people who run their mouth like you actually will be sitting there self-loathingly watching the goddamn fight.
Yeah, you're right, Fred. There are a lot of people like me that like to run their mouth and all that stuff, but I actually have integrity.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes. Anyway, especially if Greg Hardy's fighting. But here, check us out. You just asked, did you see that stupid fucking Letterman's jacket the Golden Snitch gave Holly for passing 50 USADA tests?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Dude, fuck. You saw such a joke. Anyway, here's another. Tevin says, Tevin says, quick question. How do we get Cejudo the fuck out of here? As in, who hands him his next L?
Isn't he fighting Aldo next?
Yeah, is that that's official, right?
I don't know, man.
I believe so.
Like, I'm one of these guys, and I could be wrong, but like, I don't believe in Cejudo. Like, I'm real talk. I think he loses if he fights Mighty Mouse again. I think he loses if he fights the Snake again. Marlon Moraes, I think he kind of. I'll give him that one, but like, I don't think he's that good. Like, I think Jose Aldo could beat him, possibly. Like, I think definitely Aljo could beat him. Like, I think his days, especially at 35, bro, you got cute, you got your little W, I do not. I could be wrong, but I do not see Cejudo running through 35. Like, I think he's going to have a real hard time up there once he gets active. He won a good fight against a great fighter at 35, but I think once he gets into these 35ers, the fucking Pitor Jans and the Aljos of the fucking division, like, I don't know, dog. Even Dominic Cruz, like,
Right.
he's talking that shit with Dominic Cruz, bro. For all of me,
Dom wins
unless Dominic's really fell off a cliff, woo, I see Dominic piecing. I mean, he's not a great striker. Like,
right.
I don't think Henry Cejudo is that great of a fighter, dog. I don't believe that. I'm not buying into Henry at all.
Dude, what do you think about that shit he put on Twitter? Was it Twitter? Yeah, it's Twitter calling Aljamain Al Jemima. Because I saw it and I was kind of like, oh, too cringe. Too cringe, Henry.
Karen Bryant called him out real quick.
Yeah, Karen Bryant and somebody else called him out. But yeah, I know Karen Bryant called him out pretty quick. And she took some heat for it. Like, what the fuck, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a classically, historically racist thing to say.
Right.
Like, I'm not. Look, I ain't hella fucking left wing crazy woke. I won't suggest for you that I think Henry Cejudo is racist. I don't.
Right.
But I do think that was a pretty inappropriate comment, and it don't take nothing to walk it back. And instead, he came out like, "Well, he called me a burrito eater."
Yeah.
Like, well, true. I mean,
you open that door, Henry.
I suppose we could have that debate too, but two wrongs don't make a right, shitbird. So that means if you see like the KKK walking down the street, it's okay to just fucking start throwing the honky word around like it's no big deal. Like,
yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like, fuck. That still don't make it right, dick.
Yeah. What else we have? Jay Reed. Oh, sorry, I'm fucking missing out on commentary. What can we do? Boycott UFC and watch Bellator? I'd rather die. There you go. When is Dillashaw back? February 2021. The Snake returns.
Yeah, it's a while for him.
Yeah, how old is he gonna be by that point?
Like 37, 36 or some shit.
No damage for the last couple of years. I think he'll have a short run, but it won't be a title run, I don't think. Unless they give him a title shot after his first fight or his first fight back.
Who cares?
Who cares? Triple C's grappling is top notch, and his will to win is second to none. That's a fair point.
Okay, yeah, I see you, Jay Reed. It's hard for me to argue that.
It's a good one. Who wins between Dillashaw and Aldo, Fred? I got Aldo on this one.
No, I'm really.
I take it back. I think TJ would run circles around Aldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
I really think the fucking Cejudo knockout. I mean, nothing's ever luck, but like, I don't know. They only fought once, right? I'm not losing my mind, right? Like, so Dillashaw's only like big loss there was the one knockout loss to Henry, right? He didn't lose no fight after
big loss.
Yeah,
big loss. Yes, like that was his big loss, and the one against Dominic where he lost the belt by decision. But not where he got finished.
That was the only one where you got finished and shit. Like they were going, yeah, dog. I again, there's no such thing as luck in the UFC, but that's as close to luck as you're going to get. I think if those two fight 10 times, Henry loses fucking 7-8 of those fights.
Probably true. Teo says Henry's a winner. The man figures it out. He nearly got 10-8 in the first round against Moraes, and he finished him. So like I said, all good points. All good points. We're not saying anything like. We're just saying that it's just something about him. It's just,
but dude had it right before though.
Right,
he's got great grappling, and he does got a hell of a heart. What are you gonna do? He's fucking Mexican. One thing about you pricks, you're tough.
Yeah
but like beyond that, his hands ain't nasty. His kickboxing ain't nasty. He ain't really that tenacious,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dillashaw Ronaldo would be fire, but I don't want to encourage y'all to stay at 135.
Why not? He looked great at 35.
He looked physically like shit.
Yeah.
But he performed
He fought well. He fought well.
Yeah. Y'all think he won that fight against Marlon?
No.
I had a
close. But I'm a Marlon fan, so
I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like so many fights are so close. Like I can't really remember either. I felt like going in. I feel like a lot of fights end, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know. Give it to who? Like, there's a whole bunch of fights where I'm just like, it could go either way, and I really wouldn't be mad. I feel like that was one of those fights. Like, if Aldo had got it, I don't think I would have been salty. But I definitely don't feel like he got robbed either.
No, I didn't get robbed.
Um,
Someone just made a good point right here that I like. Tevin says, Dale Sharp's Garbrandt 1 is an underrated scrap.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly, Cody hurt him. Hurt TJ early.
Dropped him at the end of the first round, I think.
Yeah.
And then TJ finished him in the
that
second.
Was definitely a good fucking fight.
Yeah,
it's a good point. Underrated. Jesse, you were saying something?
No. I just wanted to steer back the conversation towards this whole debacle of John Jones looking at potential either a rematch or a fight against the winner of the yeah. So, Fred, how do we petition the UFC to stop this nonsense? Because, like you were saying earlier, one of these guys is gonna end up getting lucky, and that's the end of John Jones.
Listen. Okay, here's the deal. Right, exactly. So, okay, here's the deal, right? A lot of people feel like Dominic Reyes won that fight. So there's a need for a rematch. Now a lot of people would argue that Jan Blachowicz has earned the right to fight John.
Blachowicz,
whatever, dick.
Sorry.
I would argue that nobody really wants to see either one of those fights. Not really, not blockbuster wise. Like nobody's clamoring for either. I mean, I know Dominic Reyes fans want that one back, but it is what it is. You got a shot at the king, you missed, Jack.
Yeah,
we're all wanting him to go to heavyweight, right? Like, let's just stop it. That's where all the intrigue lies. Whether it's fucking Derek Lewis, Fabricio Verdum, Stipe, Tom, Dick, or Harry, we want to see John Jones fight at heavyweight. Now, we can't make him do nothing. For whatever reason, it seems like he flirts with it, but he just doesn't seem that interested in actually doing it. Because if he was, he would, clearly somebody would abide him and take that fucking fight. So, if he's not going to go to heavyweight, I'll tell you what I would like to see from John Jones and 205. I would like to see John Jones fuck off for a little while.
Yep.
Take a little break. I know that's probably a bad idea because he gets into trouble so often. Go lift weights. Maybe wait for Izzy to possibly get past Yoel. I don't love the fact of that super fight happening anytime soon. But if John has to stay active in the meantime, maybe that fight works. I just do not want to see John Jones in meaningless fights no more. God damn it. He's the living GOAT. Dick pills aside. He's getting old. We clearly see that. He doesn't have many more years in this window where he's going to be performing at a top level. The fights need to fucking matter. Heavyweight, Israel Adesanya, or, and hear me out, Eddie, can you fucking pull up the light heavyweight rankings for us?
Yes, sir.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. A fucking light heavyweight tournament to crown a real credible challenger to John fucking Jones. Here we go. What do we got? Fucking top fucking 10. There we go.
Here.
All right. Now, I was mentioning this on the fucking on Loudmouth a week ago. Maybe we could do it kind of quickly here. We won't have time to think about it in great detail. But if we were going to do an 8-man tournament, John Jones fucks off the heavyweight, fucking snorting coke and banging white broads, or Israel. But he's out of 205 for a while. 8-man tournament. Who would we like to see in it, and who would we like to see fighting each other?
Isn't Glover Teixeira fighting somebody that's in this top 10 coming up soon?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know who he's fighting.
Is it Anthony Smith?
Yep, I think that is it.
That's in Nebraska card.
All right, so I like that matchup. I like the this is for me, Blachowicz against
Reyes,
and
there
then
you go.
Santos against probably Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
That's my four.
Reed likes Tiam from versus Reyes. Rumble versus Thiago Santos.
Stop with the Rumble, people. He ain't coming back. at 205.
If he does, it's heavyweight for sure.
Jerry was Vulcan.
What about this, Fred? Since we have a situation with the heavyweight champion possibly not even coming back, having trouble with his eye and all that stuff. I know we keep talking about this, but what about a DC John Jones heavyweight fight?
I mean, listen,
if it's a heavyweight,
yeah, but look, the truth is, when Stipe knocked out DC, a little bit of wind came out of that cell. I mean, I would watch it, but DC has to get that one back from Stipe, in my opinion, for it to be truly the big fight that we want. Don't get me wrong, I'd much rather see that than John versus any one of these guys anytime soon. That's why I feel like a tournament would be so justified. Like, I want to see one of these guys go on a fucking tear. You know what I mean?
Damn it. They still have Gustafson on this ranking, huh?
Yeah,
didn't he retire?
I would like to see Johnny Walker in a tournament too, though. Like, if Johnny Walker can actually beat 2 or 3 tough guys, he could be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did lose.
Oh, God.
On this one, honestly, did Thiago Santos already fought Lion Hurt, right?
Yeah, he beat him.
And he knocked him out, I think?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we can do rematches, bro.
I was going to say, the rematch to me is interesting. Reyes versus Jan is interesting. DC's out of 2. If I don't know why I even have him on here. If Glover's still around, did he fight Ozdemir yet? Do we know?
I don't
If
think so.
If he hasn't, I'm not mad at that matchup. And I want to see Johnny Walker get in there against, like, we heard he fought Corey Anderson. I wouldn't mind, huh? Weidman would be dope. Dude, yeah, Walker Weidman?
Yeah. I mean, Weidman's at 205. I think Weidman's going back to 85 too, though.
Yeah, he's going back down.
But offer him Johnny Walker and we'll see what's up. I almost guarantee he takes that fight.
You trying to kill him, huh?
No, I'm not trying to kill him. Is Manuel really coming back? His chin was trash. I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all sleeping on Prochaska. Where is he at on this? We were only talking about but we're only talking about just the top 10 guys, top 11 guys.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I know what he's saying.
I'm not even who the fuck that is. Who the fuck is Prochaska?
I'll look him up, but I know who he's talking about, but he's he I believe is like not a Chechen guy, is he? Fucking, let me pull up his shit so you can see what I'm talking about here. And he hasn't even had a fight in the UFC yet, but I think he's signed. You're talking about the dude from the Czech Republic, right?
Oh, he ain't even fought in the UFC yet?
Oh, no. He's only fought in Ryzen.
Oh.
And he last fought. He's the one that knocked out CB Dalloway pretty fucking quick.
Oh yeah, and before that, Fabio Maldonado. Then beat Muhammad Lawal.
All I remember is him fighting CB. So, and only because I can't stand CB Dalloway for shit. God, I can't stand CB Dalloway. But anyway, I know what you're saying though. What else we got? He's at a 10-fight win streak, is he? He's 26-3, huh?
Yeah, 26-3.
Kazuyuki Fujita, Mark Tanios, Brandon Housley, okay. King Mo, he TKO'd his ass in the 3rd round. He knocked out Fabio, but Fabio's been down for a fucking minute. And CB Dalloway, I don't know. I'm not downplaying this dude. Like, give him a chance in there, see who he can get. That being said, he's not top 10. That's all we're talking about is top 10 right now.
He got to get to the UFC and win some fights. Though.
Right.
Like, I've seen way too many guys be looking great outside the UFC, and then they get to the UFC and shit gets real funny, real quick.
If they want to get, if not crazy, but if they want to get saucy in there with Jiri, throw him in there with Shogun, Jacare. Yeah, but like if you want to get saucy and throw him in there with a top 15 guy, Shogun's. I don't know if Shogun retired or not, but if Shogun's in there, Jacare's in there.
Yeah, I hate these rankings that the UFC has.
These rankings are shit.
I was gonna say just go to the MMA Junkie rankings, but the problem with Junkie's rankings is that they do everybody. So you have 1 Bellator. John Jones, 2 Dominic, and then 3 and 4 are Bellator fighters: Ryan Bader and Phil Davis.
Can we agree Ryan Bader's not? He you know what I was talking about because I was thinking the other day. One of my favorite DC moments is when I forgot when. I think it was right after DC won the belt or after he defended it. He says something like, like he basically was shitting on Ryan Bader at the press conference, and they kicked him out of his own press conference. This is my press conference. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, I want that easy fight or something.
Yeah, he want the easy fight. And Ryan Bader, I'm right here. I'm right. Like, pretending like he's actually gonna fight him at the presser. Like, shut the fuck up. That being said, if that fight ever happened, DC would have annihilated him. All right.
Oh God, DC would still annihilate Ryan Bader, dude. What he's done in Bellator.
Right. Yeah, no, Ryan Bader gets torched.
That work.
Tevin says, "Am I the only person who wants DC to just retire, just relax, do commentary, coach, and chill, bro?" He said he's gonna retire. He's gonna do one more fight, and that's it.
Yeah, I do want to see him get that Stipe fight, though. Like, I do want to see him.
I want to see him get the fight.
Trilogy. Like, at this point, like after
win or lose,
after he got beat by Stipe, I kind of lost my lust for that John Jones trilogy. Like, I just want to see him get the Stipe trilogy now. Like, even if he beats Stipe, at that point, I'm cool. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see him fight John ever again. It is what it is.
Yeah, Walker says to fight Krylov. Got it.
Okay, that's a good one.
Andy, welcome to the show. Did you see Luke's interview with Diego's coach? We did. So,
rewind to the beginning.
Yeah, go to the beginning of the show, and we talked all about it for a while, man. All right. DC and Stipe stalled out at the top of the division. Hate when that happens. Stipe can't get healthy, and DC only wants a Stipe fight. You know what I mean? I get, but I guarantee you, they come up to him like, "Hey, John Jones a heavyweight." I don't think DC says no, but.
Yeah, I think that's the proper way to solve this issue about the 205 and the heavyweight division, especially if Stipe is not healing. But honestly, there's got to be something that we're not being told, right? Because most of the time the UFC would just move on with interim title fight or something, right? Like right away,
right?
Knowing if someone's going to be out for that long, they just move right along because they need championship titles on top of the pay-per-views. So. Right. There's got to be a conversation happening between Stipe and the UFC, which is why they still have this guy still as a champion, and they haven't moved on from that.
Right. They'll strip him if they don't believe he's ever going to come back, or if they believe he's going to be out too much longer. So I would expect an announcement about Stipe fighting or not fighting pretty soon, because it's been a while. Here's another one. Francis is itching for that belt. Another guy that deserves that fucking heavyweight title fight.
Francis better worry about that damn Rosenstrike.
Or how about that? Right. Francis Ngannou against John Jones for an interim championship. Huh?
I mean, if Francis wins his next fight, that would be honestly. If Francis wins his next fight, for me, outside of Habib Tony, Francis versus John is probably the most exciting fight you can make in the sport for me. Like outside of Habib Tony.
Eddie, do you want to hit Fred with the question you were asking on? Was it Monday or was it last Monday?
What was the question?
All these weeks have kind of melded together about one of those boxers coming to MMA and who you'd want to match him up against.
You're talking about Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
Give me a second on that one. Let me get through all these comments.
Before we wrap up tonight, we got to
talk about the Fury. We'll talk about the Fury.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Jerry said Jacare said to fight Uriah Hall 185. Right. Now we're just talking hypothetically if they did an actual tournament at 205, which is honestly, in my opinion, is what they need. Then we're just throwing up fights we would want to see and shit for sure. Johnny Rocker versus Krylov for March 4th, and I'll be watching.
Nice.
Jay Reed says, that's the actual quote. I told Danny that I want the easiest fight in the division. I want Ryan Bader. And then Bader's in the act. He goes, I think he's around here. So, there he is. Ryan Bader. Like goddamn, DC. He was on one that didn't give a fuck that night. How about Weidman versus Hermanson?
Hermanson.
I'm okay with that. Hermanson, sorry. But I think Hermanson wins.
That's a good fight. That is a good fight. Because I think Weidman's going back to 85, right?
Yeah.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Musement says, I just can't stand the thought of another title win and retire bout. I still hate GSP for that bullshit. Agreed. And I honestly think that if DC beats Stipe, I think he's gonna be. I bet Dana White said, "Look, man, we'll give you this fight, but if you fucking win, like you need to fucking give me one more." You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be like a John Jones heavyweight fight. That'd be dope. Or Francis, I don't know. That being said, we need to see if Stipe is even gonna come back. Andy says Francis versus Rumble. Hell yeah, at heavyweight. I'm okay with that.
Fucking amazing fight.
Dude,
You
throw that
guys
as,
in
as the.
Rumble, I swear.
No,
All of you guys
look,
I mean,
in
he said he was coming back though.
he said he's coming back. Now we don't know, but we're playing around, dude. Keep it words,
He said he
dog.
was coming back. What do you want from us?
Right. John versus Francis needs to happen. Again,
Yeah.
there's a lot of see what we're saying. This proves Fred's point. There's way more fights for John outside at 205.
Oh God, especially right now. I mean, damn,
Especially
he's
right now.
clean 205 out. Sorry, Jan. Sorry, buddy. You was a little late to the party.
Right.
But you know what? I also think, Fred, that the other point is that he's also saving the heavyweight division, right? Because it's stagnant as well. You've got two guys at the top. One of the guys already beat the number one contender before in a pretty substantial win. And you have kind of an undecided, trilogy fight that needs to happen. And the champion is not available to go. So if John moves up to heavyweight, like you said, it opens up so many different new matchups for everybody. Francis gets basically a new opportunity to challenge for the title, whoever that challenger may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like you said, you let 205 kind of marinate for a little bit and see what springs from that.
I mean, that would be ideal. That's definitely what 205 needs right now.
Yeah.
Like, I sure as fuck don't want to see Jan versus John, for Christ's sakes. And I don't want to see the Dominic Reyes rematch either. I mean, we just seen that shit. Like, and it was a good fight, but then, great fight. It wasn't a fucking stop it. It was not a great fight.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Close, but nobody was ever dramatically hurt. No fucking submission attempts. Nobody was bleeding like a fucking goddamn slip pig. Like it wasn't a great fight. What the fuck? We've seen some great fights. That wasn't one.
No. I'm saying that the last comment I just read. Dang.
Yeah, I got it. Jay Reed says, I think Weidman needs an unranked opponent. Another KO loss, and Weidman will be in the boat with Diego.
Well, listen, that's a bit fucking premature, but I mean, I get your fucking
a little bit. I will say this: Weidman's got a toe in that boat, not a foot, just a toe. I think he's right. A couple more of those knockout losses, like, I mean, he's been getting dropped since fucking Yoel cracked his fucking skull with a knee.
Yeah,
no, it was
fucking sounds like he knows what fucking planet he's on, though. I mean, Diego fucking legit sounds insane when he's speaking.
No, Rockhold, he fucked up against Rockhold. That was a dumbass thing to do. Yoel legit took his fucking head off.
No, yeah, but it started with Rockhold, sleeping him, and then the rest, it just seems like it's become easier and easier every single time now.
To be fair, has Chris Weidman ever been dominated? Now, we know he's been knocked out a lot, flash knockouts.
Right.
But has anybody ever dominated him, beat him up? Even when Yoel was losing that fight, right? Or it was really close. And then Yoel just lands the knee and it's over. Weidman was doing pretty well, or if not winning the fight against Luke, and then it's over. He just got knocked out by Dominic Reyes.
Yeah.
Was doing quite well against Jacare, and then boom. It's like one shot finishes him, but up to that point, he never really gets beat up.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a fight with him yet. And in the conversation, let us know where we're wrong, where he got beat the fuck up. I know Gegard TKO'd his ass. I know Yoel knocked him out. Luke Rockhold TKO'd. Jacare just knocked him the fuck out, and Dominic just knocked him the fuck out. But dominated for 3 rounds? I don't think so. But here's the thing. Chris is working on his second 3-fight losing streak. So he lost the belt to Rockhold in 2015, December 2015. Lost Rockhold, lost Romero, lost Gegard. Beats Kevin Gastelum in a fight that honestly was just even, size wise, it was whatever. And then goes on and gets knocked out by Jacare and gets knocked out by Dominic Reyes. He's working on his second 3-fight losing streak. So I get what Jay Reed's saying. Yeah, I don't know.
And they're all knockouts, right? All the losses.
All the losses are knockouts.
Yeah,
pretty sure they're all knockouts. Yeah, they're all knockouts. TKO.
Yeah.
Fucking Romero with a flying knee. Gegard with knees. And yeah, dude, it doesn't look good. So we'll see. Well, we have a little bit more time. What up, Kairos? Says, hello, do not give Weidman an unranked opponent.
Yeah, no, for real. Fuck.
Yeah. Weidman wanted his lawyer and had to chump out. So who's talking about? Gegard? I don't know. Anyway. Explain that one, bro, please. Weidman is 1-5 in his last 6. All lost by knockout. Rockhold smashed him. Yeah, I mean, shit. That stupid. What did you try? That wheel kick or speeding heel kick, whatever the fucking shit that was.
Yeah.
Bro, God damn it. Had he
Worst
just stayed on course, Luke Rockhold would have never been champion, in my opinion. Teo says Herb Dean not stopping that fight in the second versus Luke ruined Weidman's career.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know about that either.
Anyway, that being said, him knocking out Anderson Silva and then Anderson breaking his leg against Weidman the second time kind of made his career. So, or did make his career really.
I mean, he's resting on those laurels at this point, right? Like, he's the only guy. He's the first guy to beat Anderson Silva back in the day. So
he did defend against Machida right after that, though. Machida was still pretty fucking on top of his game.
Dude, Machida used to come in, flurry your ass, try to hurt you, and get out.
Yeah.
Back in, flurry your ass, get out. It was fucking fun. Both those Anderson wins were fucking flukes.
I swear they low key were though.
Fair enough. Honestly, if you think about it, it's kind of like, okay, like.
I mean, you know what?
I don't want to take away credit.
Yo, what about the trilogy? Are we ready?
Anderson Weidman at 185.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, make that a fight night main event. I'm down.
Or just like a co-main. Let's not get crazy.
Okay, cool. A 3-rounder fight. Give me 3 rounds.
Don't get crazy on me. But yeah. Because to be fair, they were both pretty fluky. I mean, the first fight Anderson was clearly fucking about. And I mean, come on, man. The second fight, his fucking leg blows apart. Like,
who saw that shit coming?
If that's not a fluke, I don't know what it is. I get it. Like, Chris checked the kick. So the fuck what? Most people's fucking leg don't explode.
Right. No.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that. I'm down for that trilogy.
I just still love him, his coach taking credit, like, oh yeah, we planned that. We were gonna break his leg with that check.
Well, yeah, I mean, they might have planned to check those kicks for sure. I have no doubt about that, but they didn't plan for his fucking leg to blow apart like that. Nobody did.
No, exactly. All right. Let's talk about because we're starting right here. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, part 2 this Saturday night from Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. So,
listen,
go ahead, Fred.
Listen, I was just gonna say shout out to Dan Hooker and Paul Felder because
this weekend too.
We're gonna have to go pretty quickly. Auckland card seems to be pretty meh, other than the main event. There's some good fights on there. Everybody, calm down. But generally speaking, the card is a little lackluster. That main event will be fire. I will be watching that fucking card, but the fight of this weekend is no doubt about it. The rematch with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, by far a country mile ahead. That fight is the fight to watch this weekend.
That's gonna be dope as fuck. Who you
I'm
got?
fucking extremely excited for this fight. I don't know if fucking our fans have actually seen the first fight or if they follow boxing like that, but I'm not gonna carry on about the whole fucking story. But needless to say,
Amusement's like fuck that pay-per-view. $90 for that. Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, fair enough. Just real quick, PSA. If you don't mind going to theater, a lot of theaters are holding that shit for like $20.
Nah, that's not bad.
That'd be the move for me. If I was able to go, that'd be the move.
Yeah, $90 is brutal. That's rough.
It's rough, right?
Or you could be an alleged scumbag and watch it elsewhere, or you could be another guy and watch it on Periscope because there's always savages showing stuff on Periscope.
I'll say this: I'm gonna be sitting at home, but I ain't paying $90.
Allegedly.
Just saying, allegedly. Anyway,
all these things are very interesting. If that $90 did throw me off, but this fucking fight, man. Listen, especially now with Anthony Joshua losing to Ruiz last year, right? And I know he got the fight back, he got that W back, but still, he got knocked out. He won a very sort of safe fault decision the second time around.
Safe.
I think it's kind of safe to say he's up there, but he is definitely not the absolute very best heavyweight boxer on planet Earth right now.
Joshua? Yeah, no, he fucked up.
This Saturday night, we will find out, though. It is definitely Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder.
Right.
For sure. For the first time in, I don't know. Since Lennox Lewis had the belt. I know Klitschko had that run, but fuck off with that. He was
Klitschko was
extremely boring.
yeah.
He never took the belt from Lewis. It was never right. This Saturday night, for the first time, in my opinion, since Lennox Lewis, we will have our first real fucking, undisputed heavyweight boxing champion of the world. And either way, it's going to be a very charismatic, interesting, dope, big fucking heavyweight. Like, I don't know, dog. I haven't been like, Triple G, fucking Floyd. Fuck that. When it comes to boxing, I like all those cats. Lomachenko, I'm here for the whole most of them. Nothing like the heavyweight fucking boxing crowd.
Nothing like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, dog. Ali, all the greats. This will be the first time in a long time we're going to have a heavyweight champion that everybody can be excited for. And both of these guys are the whole package, man.
Yeah.
They're both interesting. They're loud. They're boisterous. They got exciting fighting styles. It's the whole fucking deal. Like, it really is.
I'll say this much: this fight, obviously, especially depending on how it goes, how close it is, or how close it isn't. I mean, they could already be talking about a trilogy. You know what I mean? Maybe not right away, just depending on what's out there, right? But there's a lot of options for either guy winning. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this fight too. You're right. It's not like a heavyweight fight, especially in boxing and MMA as well. But in boxing, there's nothing like a heavyweight fight with this kind of shit on it.
And then you add in the fact that it's a rematch of their first
crazy fight.
Which was classic, because you go into the fight and you're like, presumably Tyson is the better boxer and Deontay has a lot more power.
Right.
Come to find out, that is the exact precise scenario. Mm-hmm. Tyson proves to be the way better boxer and Deontay proves to still have the power. Deontay loses the fight pretty handily, I would say. And in the 12th round comes a cunt hair from knocking Tyson out.
Right.
One could argue that he actually did knock him out. If they didn't, I don't know why the fuck boxing actually uses dudes who count instead of actual fucking stop puck. But it just could not have been more, I don't know, sort of anticlimactic in a very climactic way. Mm-hmm. And it all leads up to fucking this Saturday night. Like, it's fucking brilliant, dude.
It's gonna be dope.
That being said, as much as I love Tyson Fury, he's got a few things going against him for me here. Like, not to be a cunt, but he's English. Sorry, bro.
Someone gonna get mad.
Yeah, they can suck my ass. It is what it is. B, and I don't mean to joke about this, but whereas I think that where he was mentally and what he's like overcome to get where he's at now is beyond fucking impressive. It still worries me. It makes me nervous. His mind state is a constant fucking question mark. If Tyson comes in with his head screwed on, he can clearly outbox any man on this planet. But where the fuck is his head going to be?
Right.
Seems like he's in a good way, but that also makes me nervous. And look, and the third thing he's got going against him is Deontay's power. I don't really understand why Deontay Wilder is not more popular in America. The dude has absolute stopping power.
Yep.
He's arguably the hardest puncher in heavyweight boxing history. Like, and maybe the guys he knocked out were just easier to knock out, possibly. But like, the numbers say he is. He has knocked out everybody he has ever fought except for Tyson Fury. And he came that fucking close to knocking him out. If he knocks him out Saturday night, I don't know, man. It's going to be hard to argue him not being the hardest puncher in heavyweight fucking history, dude.
Right. And I'm with you. I'm picking Deontay in this fight too. Just for the fact that first of all, I just like the way Deontay fights. I love boxers. Like, guys that are technical boxers are really good. I mean, shit, you can watch, YouTube videos and tape on Ali forever and how good he was when he was young and how he had to become a bit of a brawly-ish, not really, but a little brawly in the second half after the whole Vietnam thing. But and then of course, when you look at Mike Tyson, still a technical boxer, but he was trying to take your head off. I love boxers like that. And at the same time, I'm a huge Andre Ward fan. Is he at least around those weights more technical than Andre Ward? Dude, soldier guy, whatever you call himself.
Right.
He fucking retired undefeated. Dude was dope. But there's something to be said about a fighter that's just like, fuck it. I got two hands. I got power. I'm gonna throw everything at your fucking head and kill or be killed, bitch. Someone's gonna fucking win, and I'm landing these bitches on you. And I just like that kind of fighter. I am taking Fury. Sorry, I'm taking Wilder early, like 5th round. Which honestly is that people are gonna be like, I can't believe it. No, believe it. I don't think he wants that fight to go all fucking. What is it? 20 rounds? How many rounds is it? Anyone know?
What the fight?
Like this weekend.
12.
12. Okay, yeah. I don't think he wants it to go 12. I think it's gonna be Wilder gonna try and end that shit early. I'm thinking 4th, 5th round.
That's what makes this fucking fight so intriguing.
Fun,
too.
Right?
Is that like it's going to be this constant game of cat and mouse where Deontay will more than likely just wait to land that one shot because he knows that's all he has to do. So it's Tyson can easily outbox Deontay, but he has to be perfect the whole time. Deontay only has to land one good time, and he can knock him out. That makes it extremely exciting, the whole fucking fight. And again, when Deontay flatlined Tyson in the first fight, it was in the 12th fucking round.
Yeah.
So Deontay's going to carry this power the whole fucking fight.
The whole fight.
So Tyson has to be perfect the whole fight. I find it hard to believe he's going to be able to pull it off. He's a great boxer, but eventually Deontay's going to land on it.
Yeah, no, he's going to. Jesse, you have a pick on this one?
I'm the filthy casual in boxing. So Tyson Fury, I just like his story. I like the way he just everything that he's over, like the whole story and everything. If you guys haven't heard it, go to Joe Rogan's podcast. He was on there, he talked about it. But also just because I think he seems to show just how good of a boxer he is for the size that he is, the movement he has. It's pretty incredible. And the ability that he had to be able to withstand that Wilder punch and still get up like the Undertaker in that last fight, was just incredible. So I think he's got the ability to be able to win this fight. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury.
All right. And it could happen. That's what makes this fight so much fun. MMA guy says they said like last time like 10 million people illegally streamed that fight. I'm not surprised. And then I think that was it right after that or before that fucking Brandon Schaub fucking snitched on everybody.
I think it was right after that.
Or after that, fucking dick. Fury all day is gonna try and end Wilder. I believe him. Hey, fair enough.
I think I don't really believe that, but if he does to do that, I think that's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
If he starts slugging with Wilder's
gonna catch him.
Good luck with that, man. Yeah. I mean, look, to be fair, Fury did hurt Wilder a couple times in that first fight, but it wasn't from getting in wild exchanges, man.
Yeah, but do you really want to brawl with right? But if you're a technical boxer, you want to brawl with a brawler?
No,
no.
The brawler,
his
generation. I do not think you want to brawl with Deontay Wilder, man. No
real
way.
Quick, time machine allowed, or if it existed, prime Mike Tyson against prime Deontay Wilder would be fun as shit to watch.
Yeah. I mean, on one hand, I would try. I would think that I would give it to Deontay, but then it seems interesting. I feel like if Tyson could get inside of his reach.
Oh, he heard the body would be broken.
Yeah, he would devastate him because Deontay is rather thin for as tall and lanky as he is, and he comes in and he doesn't really use his reach great, to be honest. For as long as he is, his jab is all right, but he's not like it's no Lennox Lewis sort of fucking jab.
Right. I got Fury as well, but it only takes one punch from Wilder.
There it is.
I hear talks with Reeves or Ortiz in the works. I don't want to hear nothing about Andy Reeves until that fucking asshole comes out and says, I'm actually going to work this time. Because last time, losing to fucking Joshua in the second fight, he was like, well, I didn't take it as serious as I could, and this and that. Like, all right, dude, I don't want to hear no excuses after that shit. Listen to Dana White talk shit about the Klitschko brothers again on JRE. Yeah. Andy says, Fury says he's going to change up his game and work more from the clinch. Might make the fight boring.
It would be smart for him to do that.
He's already good in the clinch. He avoids the power to get close.
It would be smart for him to do that, man. You don't want I mean, I know he can outbox Deontay, but he doesn't want to stay on the outside of those punches, man. That straight right hand ain't nothing nice.
Right. Teo says Fury fought a nearly perfect fight the first time and barely survived. I think Deontay finished it this time.
I agree. That's my sentiment with this. I feel like Tyson did as good as he possibly could and still almost got snuffed out the last minute. I just don't think he does that perfect of a fight. Like, I feel like he gets what happened in the 12th round. I agree with Eddie. Like 5th, 6th, 7th round happens again, but he don't get up this time.
Yeah, Jay says Deontay has an amazing story. Also, he has an amazing story.
That's true too. Yeah, this boxing match, I swear to God, dog, it's incredible. It really is. Both their stories and shit.
He's only gotten to boxing because his daughter needed like she needed like surgeries and stuff like that and medical attention. Yeah, and he only needed money, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm a big guy." He was fucking training in between delivering beer and shit at like in like early 20s. Like, dude.
Yeah, it's
crazy. And now he's got all the money in the world that he wants.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Fury's going to try to box on the inside and lean on Wilder. Fury's a bigger man and will smother Wilder's right hand. Again, a lot of ways you can go with this one. It's pretty baller.
Good strategy.
100%. He ain't going to brawl. He's going to get in close. Yeah, same exact thing. 100%. Deontay won a silver medal at the Olympics after boxing for only 2 years. That's true. But otherwise, before he started boxing, he's got an amazing story. Yep.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking incredible. Both of these guys are here. And like I said, man, I just can't stress enough that it's like, you know, Tyson was kind of the real champion, and then he fell off. Right. He lost his shit. Deontay comes up. I mean, it's a perfect storm. I hope that this fight gets the credit that it deserves. I hope enough people do watch it because, you know, neither one of these guys is quite Ali or Mike Tyson, but their accolades are that good, and their stories are every bit as impressive and intriguing when told properly.
Agreed. All right. Anything else you guys want to hit before we head out of here?
That's it, big baby.
That's it. Jesse, anything? Check the headlines.
Yeah, I did want to mention something, but I think we can discuss it more in detail. I saw a tweet from Angela Bagana giving out medical advice about kids with autism and how to cure it or solve it. And I know a lot of people, think what's her name? I think you know her Twitter handle, Alex Scalabaldi or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
She went in on her. I think Serena De Jesus. She is a fighter who's also on the spectrum of autism.
Yeah.
She also went in on her, but you know, we can talk about it next week or something. I'm trying to see if I can line up somebody to at least talk about this, but I mean, giving out medical advice to people. Just
where was she doing that? It's not. I don't see it on Twitter unless she deleted it.
She might have. She was talking about how she's doing seminars with doctors and telling them how to treat autism with stem cells.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Jesus Christ. It's like the anti-vaxxers, man.
Yeah. Close, I mean, whatever. Like, who knows? But like, dude, you ain't no fucking doctor. So
we'll end the show with this shit right here. Hold up. Let's see. There it is. Jody just sent me this. Diego Sanchez and his guru John Fabio cleared the air on Saturday night. A little too close there, coach. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway. All right, fellas.
That looked weird.
Yeah. All right. Everyone everyone's throwing out their Twitter handles on the comment section. So everyone start following each other, man. Make this a fucking little community. All right. Shout out to everyone that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you guys. Tony, Frederick, Jody here the whole time. Appreciate you tuning in. Teo, Tevin, MMA Gods, Jay Reed, Jim Bobley, Jim Joe Bobley, I think is the name of this dude. Andy, I forgot his last name, but he's on there. Musement, Otis, Cairo's here. Let's see what else. Fucking everyone that tuned in. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. All right. And real quick, because we didn't have a show, or it wasn't. I just didn't mention it last weekend, but it's been. We're like 2 years and a few days removed of a second anniversary of our brother Andrew Reed, going up to take a chill, just to chill out. We haven't forgotten that. We haven't forgotten that dude. That's the reason why I always say goodnight, Wilshire, at the end of the show. So, just little thought to the man. Pour one out if you got one. And yeah, always, man, always. And yeah, all right. You can follow us all. You guys know all the shit we do, all the Twitter handles, all the websites, all this shit. Afterwards.com, expresspros.com. You guys are dope. We'll catch you guys later. Good night. And of course, as always, good night, Wilshire.